What up, everybody? Midnight Ember here. And unfortunately, I have some bad news to tell you. I am going to scrap the Project M review for Love and Tolerate Games. It was originally going to be my first episode, but I've encountered multiple problems. Problem number one. I have certainly realized that that Project Melee being a mod wouldn't be appropriate for a proper video game review. People want to see actual games being presented on my show, and I was only doing Project M because I had been playing it a lot. Well, it was an idea, but as I kept doing it, I was a little less interested into it. I got back onto my PS3, back over there, and yeah. Problem number two, my Nintendo Wii is unable to read any more discs, or anything. Like the laser disc thing broke. See that? See that thing? Watch out! Break! So yeah, the Wii won't read anything. I promise I will get it repaired, but it costs $80, and I'm already trying to make another investment in a Turtle Beach gaming headset, specifically the DP11. So this will have to wait for a while. I would want this to be repaired because I would love to do reviews of other games like F-Zero GX. I'm sure a lot of people have something to share about that. It's so fucking hard! So that's my second problem. However, there is some light at the end of the tunnel. I have already had the idea, since I've been doing my live stream, in the description below, the idea to be able to make a review for the game Slender. Anyone watched PewDiePie's videos, they would know what Slender is, the creepy Slender Man game. I have it in my upstairs computer. I have played it only a few times, but boy is it scary. And that's actually a very interesting thing for my video of Slender. Because, for an indie game, for its simplicity, it really does give you the creeps. It really can scare you. It's the sound design, what am I even talking about? I'm getting off topic. So, this video, I am going to present everything I had left of my video before I found the Wii's issues. So, I hope you enjoy what I have. Thank you, Dragmaister, PrinceWhateverer, iBringDaLULZ, Saberspark for providing cameos and other additional help for me. And also, Solrac, thank you for trying to help me with this video, but I don't need you anymore because it's scrapped. Now anyway, back to destroying my Wii now.
Hey, so Project Melee, demo 2.1, let's get cracking! So we all know Super Smash Bros. Is legendary. You know, it's like the greatest multiplayer party game you could ever find in the world of Nintendos. But why is that? Is it because of the always strong 4-player component? Is it the awesome roster of characters? Is it the neat-looking interactive stages? Or is it just the controls that are extremely easy to pick up and play? No, it's none of those things! I think that it is the game's high degree of control of its deceivingly simple mechanics. It allows you to freeform your movement and attack timing to add the surprising amount of depth and possibilities that not even hardcore games like Street Fighter can match. You can control your jump height, mid-air velocity, and even the speed of left and right movement. The mechanics don't require you to memorize any long chain of moves using a bajillion buttons just to have fun with the game. It allows you to come up with strategies on the fly, purely due to how easy the attacks are to memorize. You only have 5 aerials, 3 smashes, 4 specials, 3 tilts, a running tilt, a jab and a grab for the offensive side, and a shield, 2 land dodges, and an aerial dodge for defense. It may seem like a lot, but it only uses 2 buttons and an analog stick for basic offensive moves, and only 1 button and an analog stick are needed for defense. Not to mention, you can also use the C stick to perform certain aerials in positions where it's hard to use them, like really close to the ground, for example, after a short jump. You know all the controls now. It's up to you to figure out how you want to use them. That's why the game is so appealing to a wide audience, because the game's mechanics allow you to play the game the way you want to play it. The mechanics may be simple, but there's a lot you can do with them, and there's complex elements underneath, allowing for exploits to be made. Which brings us closer to the subject at hand with Project Melee. the discovery of a more competitive aspect of Super Smash Bros. Earlier I said that people play games the way they want to play them. They try to make something out of them if they want to. Players who are looking for a much more compelling challenge and competition find a way to make a game more engaging. They try to make up new ways to play the game, if it provides the freedom to do so. That's where the exploits of wave dashing and L canceling for Smash Bros. Come in. So for those of you who don't know, allow me to bring a rundown of these mechanics. Just in case I missed something though, go to SmashWiki or SmashWikia and you can read all about it. So let's do this fucking thing! Wave dashing, as you know, is the act of pressing the jump button and a diagonal downwards aerial dash at the first few animation frames that the character is airborne. In-game, the character's landing animation when air dodging to the ground is recognized as Land Fall Special, the same animation that occurs when a character falls from a helpless state. The resulting animation for this causes the character to slide across the ground. However, this depends on the angle at which the analog stick is tilted and the character's traction. Luigi, being very slippery, has become notorious in the Smash community to having the fastest and the longest wave dash. Eat this, Falcon! Yes! This exploit has become popular as a method of movement, sometimes faster than a character's actual running speed. However, just a quick warning, you're vulnerable during the land animation. Dow! And then there's lag canceling, popularly known as L canceling. So you know when you perform an aerial and then when you land, you're stuck in this landing animation for about a second? This is landing lag, and it fucking sucks ass! Well, if you press the L, R, or Z button during the last few frames before you touch the ground while performing an aerial, the landing lag will be reduced by half. This will allow you to perform follow-up attacks much faster than if you formed a pact with the landing lag. Unlike wave dashing, however, it is easier to learn and doesn't have any disadvantages. It's always a good time to lag cancel. Wait, why do I have the feeling that I'm stalling the review?
Let's continue anyway. Woohoo!
And then there's this flashy technique, simply known as dash dancing. It's really simple. All you have to do is waggle the analog stick back and forth progressively faster and faster. What this does, if you're quick enough, is activate and reactivate the beginning of the running animation over and over.
Get on with the review already!
I'm sorry!
Alright, so I've wasted around 4 minutes not really discussing the mod itself. How does it improve Smash Bros? So, are you ready? Let's get to it! Sorry. I just got carried away. Again! So, what is Project Melee anyway? Simply put, it is a mod that changes Super Smash Bros. Brawl's original game engine in favor of a custom one that behaves like Melee's engine. Directional air dodging, heavy fast falling, stronger gravity, and less sensitive edge grabbing are just a few examples of the changes present in this modified engine. It changes the overall mechanics to feel advanced, like tournament spec, to allow players to play Brawl competitively. Only this time, the hardcore play is intentional. It was the foundation for the modified engine. The Project M Backroom, the name of the developer, crafted new systems around certain characters to give each of them their own special tactics, even if it meant changing their movesets. That's right, movesets have been tweaked and remodeled for certain characters to fix things like hitboxes, attack strength, knockback type, and so on. But it's not just the combat that has changed. The stages have been edited too. Some have been swapped in favor of classic stages, and others have been tweaked to reduce stage hazards. That way, there are more legal stages for the competitive scene, and therefore, a larger variety of stages to choose from in tournaments versus Melee. I will quickly guide you through some of the changes that have been made cosmetically as we see how to boot up the game from a hackless Wii. There are other options to installing it, including through Revolution and the Homebrew channel, but let's just go with the simple solution that everybody can use without needing to hack. Then take an SD card with the data loaded on it. Guide on their website, guys. I'm not gonna waste any more time. Then take your Super Smash Bros. Brawl disc and shove them both up your Nintendo Wii's correct disc and card slots. Then boot it up and hope that your Wii reads the disc first. Whenever you do get the game booted up, make sure you have no custom stages on your system memory or your SD card. If there is in fact a 0 count of stages, go to the stage builder. When you boot it up, you will see a complicated codec screen. Whoa! Wait a minute. Twilight hack? But she hacked Smash Brothers? Then what will she hack next?